It's the 80s, darling. Hello, how do you do? My name is Harry Wetzel. Thanks for coming. It's November 1982, the 11th of November, 11/11. It's the first day that I'm waking up when I'm living in New York City. And I had a plan. I was going to go to the top of the Empire State Building. And I asked my roommates to give me directions because I just wanted to go on my own. They gave me directions and a couple of subway tokens, and they told me what to do. I walked down to the subway station. He climbed the steps to the subway in Astoria, Queens, because it's an elevated train out there. And then you put your token in, and you go on in, and you try and pretend that you're not an absolute subway virgin, and you try and pretend like you belong there. So you get on the subway. The train shows right up. I didn't have to wait that long. It was nice. And you step in there, and there's the hanging things, and there's the poles there. So I leaned up against one of the poles. And as soon as the subway car shifted, you see that you don't lean against the pole. That's why they got that. Or you. So anyhow, and then the train eventually goes down into the ground, and it's a legitimate subway, and you take your train ride, and you eventually wind up. You're on the double R. That's the subway line the loudest subway line in the New York subway system. And if it's not, it certainly sounds like it. Right. So you wind up at Herald Square, and I'm at Herald Square, and I get out of the subway at Herald Square, and you go up there and you say, "Oh, I try and remember a bunch of people, so I can say I remembered you at Herald Square," and then there it is, the Empire State Building. It's so beautiful, and you're right there, and it's in person, and you've seen it your whole life in movies and everything, and there it is. I'm just a yokel. I love it. It's fantastic. So you walk on up, and there's a beautiful Art Deco sign that says Empire State Building, and you go in there, and you try not to go the whole time you're in there. And everybody else is tourists too, so it's fine. Anyhow, you get on the elevator, you go up to the 86th floor, and you go on out there, and it's the view from the Empire State Building. You step on outside, and you can walk all the way around the building outside there. They got a big grate there, so that you can't climb through unless you're. It's really tricky, and so you stand out there and you look up and you look at the rest of the Empire State Building, and it's up there and it's up there, and you say the king. The king was there. King Kong and Wray. She was up there. That's where Faye was. And so then they say, "Oh yeah, you can go up to the 102nd floor." And I'm going up to the 102nd floor. You get in the elevator, you go up to the 102nd floor, and now you can't go outside. You're inside. It's all windows and stuff. But you're going. This is the view. And so you look over there to the east, and you can see the Palisades and the Hudson River. You look up there to the north, and you see the Central Park, and there's the reservoir. You can see it everything. You look over there, and there's the Chrysler Building, and you've seen the Chrysler Building in all these movies. It's fantastic. And you look down there, and there's the World Trade Center, and look down there, little tiny cute green statue. It's the Statue of Liberty way down there. And so you're saying, "Oh, this is fantastic." Right. So I go down back to the 86th floor, and I go up and I look at each direction. You look at the Palisades, and you look at the Hudson River, and you look at the Central Park and the Chrysler Building and the Statue of Liberty, and you say, "New York, I'm here." Yeah, I know. But I was there. It was fantastic. So then I said, "All right." And I looked way way down. And you look at, and down there, and you pick out a car. There's a red car parked there, and there's a stop sign and a fire hydrant. I say, "All right." And you look at that way down there. And you look up at the Empire State Building there, where the king was right there. And you say, "But look, this is what it looks like from right here. This is what it looks like from right here. And that's what that looks like from way up here." All right, so I'm done with my visit. I spent around a half hour there. It's a lovely visit, and you see all the beautiful New York vistas. It's fantastic. You take the elevator down, and then you go out, and you roam around and you try and find that street corner. And I found it. And there's the stop sign and that red car and that fire hydrant. And you go right and you say, this is what it looks like from right here. And then you turn around and you look back up at the Empire State Building and you say, I was just there. I was just there. And now I'm here. And this is what this looks like from here. And that's what that looks like from here. And I was just there and now I'm here. I don't know. I just thought it was pretty cool. So anyhow, I'm hungry, and I go over here. There's a restaurant, and you can see the Empire State Building right from the dining room of the restaurant. It's a Chinese restaurant. It's called the Taste Good Restaurant. And I go, ho, ho, ho. Well, I'm going in there. I like food that tastes good. And so you go in there and you order your meal there, and you're sitting there looking out at the Empire State Building, and I was just up there, and now I'm eating my Chinese food. But you know what I can say about the food there? Tastes good.